Hey guys, I forgot to include this in the video, but if you like the content, make sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment below. If we have a lot more people that enjoy Marvel Snap content, we might break off to a separate channel like we are kind of doing with Shadowverse with Dean. Other than that, if you'd like to check me out playing any of these decks that I end up featuring here on Twitch, you can find my Twitch link below in the description. Go ahead and give me a follow there, and hope to see you there and chatting with you then. Hey guys, Kid here of Burn One, bringing you another Marvel Snap deck highlight video. This time I'm bringing you the Mr. Negative deck I've been playing for this season, the Savage Lands. This list does feature Zabu, so if you've been looking for a home for the card, this is a pretty good list if you'd like to play it. And it doesn't lean too heavy into Zabu, so if it gets Enchantress or something like that and it loses its ongoing effect, it doesn't really hurt you too much. So we'll just get right into the deck. Like most Mr. Negative lists, the two main cards you always see in it Psylocke and Mr. Negative. Psylocke enabling it so you can play Mr. Negative on turn 3. A lot of games where you're turn 3 Mr. Negative, you win those games. And what's really nice about that is that anytime you open up your hand with Psylocke Mr. Negative, on turn 2, if the two locations that are available to you look okay, and you're able to snap turn 2, and either people stay and you end up winning at least 2 because they run away 2 cubes because they usually retreat after they see the Mr. Negative, or you play it out a little bit more, or you take 4 to 8 cubes from them easily. The win condition of this list is really tricky for a lot of people to see coming. The ideal game state is that on the last turn, you want to do something like Wong into Mystique into either Ironheart or Gambit, and then obviously Silver Surfer. If you can only do one of them, in some cases, you want to play the Silver Surfer because a lot of times people do not expect 4 triggers of Silver Surfer, and right now I feel like any Silver Surfer lists are probably one of the best lists in the game right now to be laddering with because the dispersion of power is very hard to calculate, especially if you have multiple triggers and people don't see it coming. Um, and then like just being able to cheat power into other lanes when you've played cards there is really really big. It makes it hard for people to just figure that out. So you can steal a lot of 8 cube games that way because people just don't see it coming, and you end up having like 3 lanes with like 30 power in it or something ridiculous like that. And yeah, you just win those games easily. Right now, one thing I want to point out here is my list currently runs Gambit. I talked a lot with one of my friends who is also Infinite. And right now, one thing we did notice early on in the season, and it's still true up to this point when this video comes out, is that there are very, very, very few decks or players at least playing armor right now, which brings great value for Gambit in these lists. There are a lot of times where you get 4 triggers of Gambit, and that's all you really need to win games, especially against some of those Electro Ramp lists where they play very minimal cards, like maybe 5 or 6 cards at most in those games. And since you're able to kill 4 cards, usually you can easily win 2 or even 3 lanes with very minimal power. Sometimes you can even win those lanes with like less than 10 power in the lane just because you've removed like 4 cards off the board because they have so little cards on the board because they're just ramping into like a couple big guys basically. The one thing about this list, which is really cool too, is that because if Mr. Negative decks, usually you have to like retreat early on if your hand doesn't look too good or it's not coming together. A lot of the times, what makes Mr. Negative super fun is that it's a like kind of like a high risk, high reward where you end up retreating most of your games, but the games you do stay in, you get 8 cubes usually. In this case, even if you don't draw Mr. Negative all game or you draw too late to really play Mr. Negative, what makes this list so good is that you can still play it as like a normal Silver Surfer list because we still obviously have all the really good staples for Silver Surfer like Brood, Ironheart, Mystique, Wolfsbane, things like that that gain a lot of power off of Silver Surfer, triggering multiple times. And Zabu here enables us to do plays like turn 3 Zabu, turn 4 Mr. Negative Wong, and then turn 5 you can play Mystique then and then into your last turn of 2 3 drops usually. In some cases, if you don't have Zabu, but you draw Magic and Sarah, you can go that route as well, making it so turn 5 Magic, turn 6 Sarah, and then turn 7 lets you go off with 3 cost Wong, into a 2-cost Mystique. That brings up to 5 energy, which leaves you with 2 more energy left over to either play. Usually, you want to play Silver Surfer in those cases because if you can only pick one 3-drop to play, Silver Surfer is usually the strongest, depending on what the board state kind of looks like. Otherwise, you can choose Gambit or Ironheart if that's something you have as well in your hand, if you think that will get you there. But any time you do get Mr. Negative off, and you get multiple costs, very like cheap cost cards or 0 cost 3-drops, those games are insane, and you just pump so much power everywhere that your opponent didn't see it coming, and you get those free 8-cube games. Like I said earlier, right now, at least me and my friend, when we were talking about how Gambit is pretty good right now, and I really like Gambit in this list. At some point, there's gonna be a lot of destroy packages again and stuff like that, and people might be more inclined to play armor, which screws you over. So in that case, Gambit ends up coming out, and you can replace it with any of the deck suggestions I have below there. We have Mr. Fantastic, which is a solid card overall. I think it's the weakest one to pick out of all the cards you can pick, of at least the ones I have listed here. But 3 cost 6 power, and then in some cases a 2 cost 7 power, 3 in the center usually, and 2 on each side, which is usually ideal. Next is Rogue. Rogue was a card I used a lot in the beginning of the season. I think if people start jumping back more into Zabu lists, or where Zabu's like the main component people are trying to play all the time, Rogue is really good because then you can still their Zabu, which is screws up their game plan a little bit, but then it helps you as well because now you get to play your Wong and Mr. Negative a little cheaper. If it does come up, or you can play them both on the same turn if you want. Usually in those games, though, you just end up just wanting the Zabu so you can play a 2-cost Wong, and then your Rogue gets pumped up from all the Silver Surfer triggers. Rhino was something I used a lot during the Luke's Bar hot location. Anytime I needed to get in there and I didn't want to use the Brood to get in there, I would use Rhino and then drop a bunch of stuff in there. So if you're running into a lot of locations that you don't like, or you just want to destroy locations that have been screwing you over, things like that, Rhino's a good pickup in there. You can replace Gambit with Rhino if you'd like, or Wolfsbane, depending on what you want to play. So whenever there's a hot location you don't like, Rhino's probably a good slot in whenever you want. Other than that, there's Punisher is also another good one if people are like swarming the board a lot and there's a lot of people filling up the board, basically their lanes. Punisher is pretty good. It's 3 cost 6 power essentially. Some cases it's a 2 cost 7 power. Very good, and gets pumped by Silver Surfer, obviously. I guess that's it for the deck. I guess we'll just go straight into some gameplay. All right, if we top deck Psylocke in the next draw, this will be really good for us. Ooh. So these situations are always rough for me. I always feel like I almost want to just play the Brood on 3 here with the Psylocke, and then Mr. Negative on 4, so we can get that free 6-drop, which we might do depending what they do over here. Ooh, armor, huh? I think I'm gonna go ahead and go for this so I can get the free 6-drop here. Worst case scenario, they also play Brood here. That might be what's going on here, is they're gonna be playing Brood as well. If that's the case, they get the fill before us, which really sucks. Oh my god. Hitting our Wong, not good for us. That's good for us here. Might have to do something like this just so we can get power out here. The really rough part actually is maybe we need to play Wong here this turn. Mystique Surfer gets us probably not enough. We can go ahead and try this. We've already committed to 2 cubes.
systems go.
Magic coming one turn too late here. So we can do something like, oh wait, we want to do Mystique. Surfer Ironheart, I think. Sorry. Yeah. Like this. This will pump us up 12 in the center, going to 17. That I don't know if that's going to be enough. It'll just depend on Ironheart hits. This will go to 15, which I think we should be able to win this lane. I think it comes down to this. We're going to get we should be able to win this, I believe. So we'll go ahead and send this in. We're going to get so much power to the left. Ooh, that is rough. That is so rough. I don't think we win this now. We'll see how this goes. I definitely win the right lane, I believe. Oh, yeah, right lane here. And we still come out ahead, which is really good. We lost Wong there, which really hurt us, but we're still able to win victory. And this was their free from the raft. Yep, that makes sense. All right, another game. We open up Psylocke here, which is really good. Oh, this is really good. So these games I really like because either you draw Mr. Negative or you play Zabu. That's what it comes down to because you already have the Psylocke. We'll go ahead and drop Psylocke in the center here. Ooh, Bast. They might also be playing a negative list. Ooh, these locations really suck for us. We probably play Zabu over here. This might be a game where oh, this is so painful. Oh, we might just have to focus on winning these two here, right? We might be able to... We can Mystique over here, getting double Zabu. That might be good enough. Turn 5. That might be good enough. We'll get 2 instances of... Oh, they got that Mr. Negative off with the buff and a Wong as well. All right, so we're definitely gonna win left lane. So we gotta win one of these other 2 lanes, which is asking a lot, honestly. This is one of the times where if I had Rogue, it would have been pretty hype. Do we want to go another turn here? They might not expect us getting another turn if we drop magic here. So this might screw them up here, and they might play 2 things here. And we can at least see how it plays out. They might. I'm afraid they're going to play Mystique into Silver Surfer, which is what's probably going to happen. Oh, Brood. Ooh. Alright, this is fine. So they've locked themselves out of the game, which is nice. And now here we get to go off. They're most likely going to retreat here, is what I'm saying. Just snap here to make them leave because they're not going to stay any longer. There's no way. Yep, nice. That was really scary when they actually played Gambit and killed our left lane over here. Because for a second, I thought there was going to be like Mystique Silver Surfer. In that case, it'll be really hard for us to even do anything. So this is this hand actually really sucks for us. Like you would think having all the combo pieces is really good, but usually we want them still in the deck for Mr. Negative. Right, Brood's not a bad turn 3 here. Just go ahead and do this. So turn 4, we do have Mr. Negative, which is really good for us here. Just gonna Mr. Negative here in the center lane, because once we get a combo off here, it's gonna be really good for us. We do have Magic and Sarah, which is really good, which does let us Wong Mystique Surfer, so we should be able to win the middle lane here. Oh, Gambit's pretty good. We're gonna go ahead and Magic the left lane here. I think that's the most scariest. We're gonna build our Wong thing here. Yeah, having 3 roots here sucks. So we can Psylocke here as well, so we can get 8 mana next turn. I think that should let us play a little extra too. So this will be Wong will be for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can play Gambit as well, which is pretty big actually. I think we might be able to win this game now. Ooh, Ironheart for free as well. All right, so this is this order now. Do you want to kill 4 things, or do we want more instances of Ironheart here? We probably want the instances of Ironheart, maybe. What are the 4 worst things we could kill on the board? Rude, Squirrel Girl, and like a random squirrel. Let's see, 3, 4, 5. 2 6s. So it's 17 power we can potentially pull from off the board. We also, for whatever's here, is probably going to be dropped here as well. This one's rough. 6, 12. This will pump us 24 power. So we probably play Gambit into Ironheart and then Silver Surfer. Let's see. This will pump this up to... We should win this left lane and this lane. So we're just going to get a snap here because they might not see this coming. But nope, they're leaving. Luke's Bar. You can abuse this in some funny ways. We don't have Rhino in this list right now. When Luke's Bar was a hot location, we did have Rhino. So let's see if we can get any use out of Luke's Bar here. All right, no Psylocke yet. No Scorpion, that sucks. Scorpion kind of hurts a little bit, but also it's not always too bad here because we get to buff things with Surfer usually. Snap here. Our hand is not looking too good. We lose Luke's Bar. We get to magic it. Issues. The biggest issue here is that if they leech us, that's really bad because we're gonna lose our Mystique, Ironheart, and Sarah most likely. Probably play Wolfbane next turn here, magic this lane, and then we're kind of... It's not good. We'll see how it plays out though. Drawing Surfer here is not too good either. Oh crap, they're either gonna get Sarah or Magic from us, which really blows. The Zabu Shiri lists are very, very good. It's really rough playing against these lists. Yep, so they got Sarah from us, I believe. It's really bad for us. All their stuff is going to be super cheap. Yep, made by white. Mr. Negative, a little too late, man. Let's see here. Is this the plan here? Next turn, if we draw Wong 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 12, 12. We win the right lane. We probably lose center? Question mark. Oh, we were already in for the 2. Might as well see how this plays out. Our 33% chance to drop down significantly. All right, we got the Wong. Oh, we have the Zabu, so it's actually cost only 1 here. So we can do something like this, this. I think we win this pretty handily now, right? We get 24 power in the center. Oh no, we're only gonna get 22 power in the center extra. 22, so we go to 24 here. What did they play this last or did they play this? I think we just ship this. I almost want to snap, but it's probably not worth. Or is the play here? We just remove Ironheart. And just play Brood on the left. I think that's actually the play here. We do this, we do this, we do this, we do this. I think that should be enough to win. If we do this actually, I think we snap here. See if they go for the 8. They didn't lock it in already. Interesting. Oh, there they go. Ooh. This might be okay still. So we should win this lane here, I think. It sucks that this is last now, actually. Crap. 12 here. Dang, the Iron, I didn't expect Arrow. The Ironheart was oh, this flips before this is really good for us, actually. So we should win this lane now. Oh. I'm glad it flipped the order. I wasn't sure it would flip the order I played it. Nice. All right. Victory. Good, easy 8-cube game. Yeah, I was totally unsure whether the Brood would flip before the Silver Surfer. Let's 16. What is this? This would have been extra 3, so we would have lost if this flipped last. I thought it would flip last because it went to the 4th position, but I'm glad it still flipped the order we played it, which is good to know for the future. All right, this is a really good opening hand. Any hands like this, and we have Onslaught Citadel. So if they don't play Cosmo here or something, this should be really good for us. Probably gonna select the rightmost lane here. Oh, definitely after that. Sucks that we drew Wong and Mystique in the same hand, but if we get a zero cost Surfer, it should be fine. Ooh, Daredevil, spooky. Oh, this is so good for us too. This sucks. We're just, oh, we drew this entire combo here. At least we got that. We're forced into playing Mr. Negative here, which really sucks. All right, I don't think they're gonna be playing Cosmo in this, which is okay for us here. This is really rough. Deciding here. Let's see. Play this turn. Turn 5. We did 3, 4, 5, and then okay. I think we do this, even though this really hurts us. Oh my god, that's pain. But this still should be relatively fine because we get this side. So we could do some stuff like this. So we're definitely gonna Silver Surfer and Dark Dimension here. So we can Iron Art here, which will be nice. We'll get 6 power pump here. We get one more 3-drop to drop here, it'll be really good. But there's a good chance we'll just get Rock. Spider-Man.
Neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Alright, in this scenario, we just probably play Ironheart here and hope this is enough. Reflip Virtuous is really good since we're winning these 2 lanes. Nice. I actually was not expecting them to play Destroyer there, but here we are. Alright, Mr. Negative in hand, really good for us. Really shit location. I hate any location that shuffles Rock into our deck, especially when we're playing Mr. Negative, because we just want those high quality draws. Oh, why couldn't you be Mr. Negative? And they get a turn 2 Electro? Life isn't fair. Alright, turn 3 we get Zabu into Mr. Negative Wong if we want. I'm pretty sure we're safe to play Wong. I think we're just going to continue this game out. We have Wong and Silver Surfer, so we can probably cheat our way through this. It's fine. Oh, this is very beautiful, actually. Oh, this is really good. Since they have any mod here, we can now cheat a lot here, basically. And not care as much. We'll hold off dropping something over here, just so we can go ahead and do your Doom thing. Really good for us here as well. 12. If we top deck Mystique here, super big, we're going to definitely win the left lane and most likely the right lane as well, and probably the middle, honestly. I assume they're just going to like Odin or something here. Or maybe even Absorbing Man Odin, so they can fill up all these lanes. So this will be 20 power. This will be 19. They're taking a very long time to make this play. I almost want to snap next turn if I draw. Definitely if I draw Mystique, because it's already a 2-cost game here, or a 2-cube game. Nice. Magneto is very scary for sure. Oh, this is when playing Gambit comes in clutch here. We're gonna clear we're gonna clear 2 things here, which is pretty big. Let's see. We got 612. We win this lane here, unless they Odin here and get another copy of that here. So we still win here, even if they still Surfer. Oh, Silver Surfer here. Odin 8 power goes to 27. What is this? We get 12 extra power here minimum, so we go to 16. Don't know if that's gonna be good enough. Get 12 power here, so this is going to be 6, 6, 7, 8, 18. It's gonna be 18 power here. So if they Odin here, we get kind of screwed. We gotta hope that Gambit kills something big here. Either this something over here or something right here. We get 2 shots, so we should be good, I think. Yeah, I didn't want to snap because they're gonna put 2 more bots into play, and if we hit like over here twice or something, it's just gonna be too hard to come back. If we hit Magneto, it'd be pretty sick. Magneto, thank you. Ooh. Felt like the gamble was just too much to go for 8 cubes in this game. But a solid 4 cubes, really nice. I mean, all 3 lanes as well.